I will say welcome to you in this StarSeries match between mTw and SWYC, and it is one game for these teams as it is a StarSeries match, so it's just all the teams playing each other once. And we are just waiting until the players have loaded in. We have mTw on the Radiant side, SWYC on the Dire side. I do believe I have that correct showing, and why do I have them showing as they're both won something? Because they didn't. I'm adding the score right now. There we go. That's better. Otherwise, they would both had a pink, gold dot in there, and that's of course not true. Because we are still waiting to see who's gonna win this one. And waiting for Fancy to load in as the last one. As I'm just looking through the names, and it looks like there's some. Well, I have decided that if people don't want to be called by their real names, then, well, if people, then you know, then I won't call them by their real names. As in, I will call them what they call themselves. Sounds like a fair plan. And Fancy is taking a long time, actually. Only 26 seconds left. Oh, and I forgot to change my camera speed, so if it's gonna be a remake, then at least I'll be able to do that one properly. But I can't do anything yet. Go, 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 go! Nope. 10 seconds. We're probably gonna have to go back into the lobby. Oh, that means that I can do the introduction again. It didn't went quite as subtle as I wanted it to be. Oh, he's connected in, but it's probably too late. It is. Failed. Back into the lobby. Now. Now. Fuck. I hope that I don't get bugged. I probably will get bugged. No, I didn't. Oh, phew! Ha! Okay. Well, here we are again. This time everybody loads in, and we are here with a StarSeries match between SWYC and mTw. mTw on the Radiant side, SWYC on the Dire side. And I'm saying this again so I can make it pretty on the VOD and don't have to have a reconnect thingy in the VOD thingy. So, and we are already in the draft phase for this StarSeries match. It's going to be one game between these two. And I just have to excuse myself for not having turned that one off yet, as we have a Darkseer ban and a Enchantress ban. An Enchantress ban fairly early for SWIC. I mean, normally you might see that as like a third ban or a second ban, just 10 seconds since there's then less options on what you're banning, as you by that time know which one you still want to definitely ban out to not play against. But SWIC probably banning out the Enchantress because they want to pick up that Chen. Let's see what they're gonna leave up in the game, what they're gonna trade against. That never mind, they're banning it out themselves too. It's a bit unorthodox, but I just don't want those jungle heroes for mTw. Curious to see if they're gonna ban out the Lycan too, if mTw leaves it in for this one, because they still Lycan is still in Evoker, still in Infurion, so one of these three is gonna go through regardless. Let's see if mTw is gonna ban out one of those three. Yes, they are. So that will be Invoker will be picked up by mTw most likely, as they don't want SWIC to have that one.
Dire team pick.
And what do we still have? We have a Leshrac probably being picked up, maybe with a Windrunner, or maybe already a combination with Leshrac Sand King or Leshrac Shadow Demon. Both the combinations very good. As I am not expecting them to be wanting mTw to have that combination, because even with combination of that, I mean, if you have a Leshrac and a Sand King and an Invoker, you can have that perfect combination of double stun and a Sunstrike on top of that, and your targets will be dead. Does look like, and they're gonna pick up Enigma instead, so banned out 3 jungle heroes, picked up the jungle hero that's gonna be farming a lot faster, but this will mean that mTw would be able to pick up that combination I just talked about. We'll see if they really want that. I am not sure if I have seen them play that combination yet before, but it would definitely be a solid option for them. As well, they're taking their time. They're not sure yet what they're gonna go for either. I mean, they're gonna be first a Windrunner and first an Enigma, meaning that SWIC has 2 potential solo lanes. Even though we're probably gonna see Enigma in the jungle, as SWIC banned out all the jungle heroes that might be able to compete with the Enigma, even though Enigma is that hero in the jungle that can farm fastest gold-wise. It's gonna be a Shadow Demon and maybe combined with Leshrac. It's about the same thing that you can expect from a Leshrac Sand King, but then you also have your support already. Let's see if they want to go for that Leshrac though. They might not want to go for Leshrac. 1 minute left in their bonus time.
Venomancer.
Never mind, we're gonna see a Venomancer pick up. This is already, I mean, if Shadow Demon is usually played as a support, that's like a given. I've seen him aggressively before, but it was a very long time ago, probably about almost 2 months now. And picking up a Shadow Demon and a Venomancer now, it's basically already saying in advance, like, hey guys, we're probably gonna have a tri lane, so you know, that's what our plan is. What's yours? So that we'll probably see SWIC banning out some solo lanes, so that mTw can pick up those, like maybe a Queen of Pain or a Puck even maybe banned out. But I don't know. It's if Shadow Demon is indeed gonna be a support, it's giving away a lot of their plan right here, because they're probably gonna go for that hard carry. So SWIC, instead of going for that solo lane, they could also ban out something like a Morphling or an Anti-Mage, because that one would be able to farm very well with a Venomancer and a Shadow Demon. Lone Druid actually the pickup for SWIC, gonna possibly be a solo lane. So SWIC has all options open. In theory, these 3 heroes could all have a solo lane, so everything is covered. They could go either way. This is like perfect setup, and will be very hard for mTw to really ban out something that would complement specifically on their lineup. Like Leshrac is of course a good ban out, solid, and mTw definitely didn't want to pick that up, otherwise they would have. But you know, it's not really banning out something that's specifically good for the lineup for SWIC, because they didn't really give that much away yet. They did not. You can't really tell from this lineup what they're specifically gonna go for, or at least I can't. Maybe Synderen can, but you know, we don't know that. That's all I have to go on. As we have also a Brewmaster being banned out from SWIC, would be able to have a good farm to get. I mean, if you have a Brewmaster together with the Shadow Demon can disrupt, and Brewmaster will have the time to just walk up to his target and then Thunderclap as soon as it's out, and that's almost a guaranteed kill. So with the Soul Catcher on there, it's a lot of damage, and SWIC does not want to face this, because it might, well, it might not be a tri lane, it might be 2 dual lanes. I'm expecting a tri lane though, even though, yeah. We'll see. We also have a Lich ban out from mTw, just making sure that they can deny, or that SWIC is not going to be able to deny the farm of the carry. That's going to be the last pickup. I'm expecting a Morphling right now for them, as a Tidehunter got banned out for SWIC, so they don't want to have that team fight. I'm not sure if mTw wanted to pick that up, but you know, that doesn't really matter right now, so they banned him out already. They picked up a Crystal Maiden. Set up for good support for probably their last carry too. And in that case, we'll have a jungling, either Enigma or a Lone Druid. I'm expecting an Enigma, as he's able to get more farm out of the jungle than Lone Druid is. And a solo laning Windrunner, Lone Druid, probably Windrunner in the middle actually, or a dual lane with Crystal Maiden and their carry in the mid lane. For mTw, I'm expecting Storm Spirit in the middle solo, and then a tri-lane with their carry still to be picked up. There's still, all carries are still in. There's Morphling, there's Anti-Mage, there's Vicky. They could even go for a bit more gank-heavy lineup and go for a Night Stalker who is still in, and they're gonna go for Sand King instead. Okay, so they do want that combination of double stuns or double disables to land that perfect Sunstrike, and it's not gonna be any hard carries. It's SWIC had the chance here. I mean, if mTw went it for, let's say a Morphling, then SWIC still had the space to pick up an Anti-Mage or something like carry-like. But now that Sand King has picked up, they want their own teamfight hero, and they're gonna go with an Earthshaker. So this will be very tricky. Let's just switch overlays for a second so that you can actually see everything that's going on right now. There we go. And I will also change my camera speed before I introduce all the players to you who's playing what, because I forgot to do this as I just only got jumped into this game. There we go. Let's see what everybody's playing and what the lineup is going to be. We have Norman, that's the stand-in for SWIC, is going to be playing that Enigma. We have Stress playing on the Earthshaker. S is playing on the Lone Druid, and Sharvik playing on the Windrunner, and last but not least is Canon, Hakon, I really think he changed his name. It was the one with the X before, but Hakon is going to be playing the Crystal Maiden for SWIC. And it looks like this might be a tri-lane on top lane now supporting the Lone Druid. So going for hard carry Lone Druid perhaps? We will see. As we have, for mTw, we have Fanzi playing the Sand King. Snowy, or previously known as fucking Mad, is the Shadow Demon. We have Kabab
30
playing the
seconds
Venomancer.
to battle.
And they're just gonna see if they can find something out. The bear is there though, but Lone Druid is hiding safely in the forest. And I do have wards here to block the creep camp from spawning. And they will do just that as the next ward is going to be placed, probably to cover one of the rune spots. As we have Syndrin on the bottom lane, solo bottom on his Invoker, and in the mid lane we have Setska or Shokska on the Storm Spirit. Not surprising. Still has 200 gold, is going to go for that fast bottle. As we have... Oh! Look at this! Extra battle points are gained from this match. That's fun. I didn't know you could get battle points from private matches. We'll see though. Let's see, with the lineup of mTw, I mean, they have a lot of gank, and they have that combination with the Sand King, Shadow Demon, Sunstrike, and it's gonna be the Sand King actually doing the farm here. So these two are gonna support that. And they are gonna go for some early kills, and maybe not early towers, because they don't really have that straight push lineup, but they're gonna be able to get the gold advantage, or try to get the gold advantage by just ganking and by just killing heroes and taking that gold advantage, having a stronger dual lane, tri-lane than these three have here. As the disruption is just so powerful. Fisher is of course able to block almost every push-in from happening, and so well, SWIC is not going to be able to be gankable that much. But then again, if they want to gank, Shadow Demon is able to disrupt their target, and the same thing goes for him. He is able to just stop any gank from happening just with the disruption, making sure that his target is safe. Or stopping the aggressor from going further, of course, from chasing down. So this will be a very tricky lane. I mean, someone could get into a wrong position and the Fisher or Disruption would not be there in time, as Venomancer and Crystal Maiden are probably the most squishy targets here. They might be the first one to initiate it on, even though we have a Fisher going down, already saving the Lone Druid from going down. Gale still going off though. They might go for this Burst Strike, it's still there, but he doesn't want to go for this. Sunstrike is gonna hit, but doesn't do the damage required, as this is a Lone Druid with 2 armor already. He's gonna eat a tango, will be safe, and Fisher making actually sure that he went down. If there would have been a Burst Strike, that would have probably been a kill, and that's just the power of this combination. And that wasn't even with the Soul Catcher. Next time there will be a Soul Catcher up from the Shadow Demon, and that target is as good as that. But then again, the Fisher might make sure that that's not gonna happen, as yeah, that's basically saving everybody from getting towards their target, if landed properly, of course. Meantime, we're gonna have Invoker going up versus Enigma here on his bottom lane. We'll get a fair chunk of gold from this, but there's of course gonna be the nice done by the conversion from Enigma, so we will get less by default from that. But so far it's looking quite even. We have 8 for 7 on the Enigma, and we have 10 for 2 on the Invoker. So Invoker getting a bit more last hits than Enigma is, but with his extra up, he will be able to do more damage. So last hitting is not that hard for him on that character. As we have a pulse from the Earthshaker, and Blink's going off to look. They see this, so Blink's going off to reveal the supports. I want to see if Lone Druid is gonna be able to act on that, or they probably don't want to go on this, even though Crystal Maiden is here too, counter warding. Gonna get last hit on the Observer ward there. If he wants to, yeah, there we go. As I'm not sure what these two are gonna do. They drop down a sentry ward here to try to catch out that ward at the same time, but it's not reaching. It's too big. As in the ranges between these two, this is too big a difference to see. Oh well. In the meantime, in the middle lane, we have Sharvik on the Windrunner going up versus the Storm Spirits, and Storm Spirit being 12 for 4, while Windrunner is being 8 for 5. So Storm Spirit is getting the better of this lane, but then again, he won't. Well, both of these are not going to be able to get a kill on each other unless there's a gank to help out. I mean, Windrunner there, and Storm Spirit just well, he's not level 6 yet. But it's just very hard for Windrunner to catch him up. We have a disruption on the lone druid. We might have it. Well, we have a fisher once again. A burst strike is not going to be in there in time. Soulcatcher was on there this time though, so it probably would have been a kill if there was a bit more. Well, if Funzy was a bit more in range of that. Oh, they might still want to go for this. No, they don't. It was just the last hit. Just the last hit. They're waiting for it though. I mean, he really wants it. Disruption, Gale, Burrow Strike. We'll make sure that the Sunstrike hits too. Ooh, we have some tactical drawings from the Shadow Demon, who's drawing that he might be going in the back towards the Windrunner. But since Nature's Storm Spirit just told him that Windrunner's gonna go for that rune, he won't go for that. He'd rather just go back to his lane and get some experience maybe. Still level 2 on the Venomancer also. Crystal Maiden actually being level 1, so okay, never mind me. And this is really action waiting to happen. He wants it. Is he gonna get a? He could get a disruption from this side on the Crystal Maiden, but oh, actually eating tangos. There we go. Burst strike up on the bear though. It's just a bear. Just a bear. Who cares about the bear? Well, Lone Druid cares about his bear most likely, but then again. Let's take a quick look at the last hits. Lone Druid at 8 for 2 and Sand King being 22 for 7, so Lone Druid not getting the freedom to farm. I mean, that's understandable. He is just in such a bad position with how we have there we go, disruptions there, but the Fisher once again making sure that he is safe. Still Burst Strike going through, Sunstrike going through, Shadow Demon taking the first blood on the Lone Druid, as that is the combination that they were waiting for, with actually the Burst Strike landing in place at the same time. Gale still went through too, helped out a bit, but then again Burst Strike won't care about Fisher because, you know, doesn't matter. Oh, he's gonna Burst Strike away. And he still takes some damage. There is a level 3 power shot if he wants to go for it though, but actually picks off the Venomancer instead. As Windrunner has a haste rune, is on her way out again. Crystal Maiden is still gonna get a Sunstrike, Burst Strike there too. Invoker taking the last hit. Synderen also getting the experience from that one as Sand King is trying to get away. Probably won't be able to do so though. One more last hit and he will be dead. Will be a Fisher? No, there's no mana on the Earthshaker. Trying to get away. Will he be able to do so? Well, actually, Windrunner, no. She's not gonna try. Doesn't have any mana anymore, and will be supported by the Storm Spirit, who is gonna make sure that nobody's chasing that. So 2 for 1 in favor of mTw, as they managed to pick down the Lone Druid as well as the Crystal Maiden. And Invoker actually getting the experience from the kill on the Crystal Maiden. So we'll be having well, we'll be now even, almost even with Enigma, as he of course lost experience due to Enigma conversion all the time. But we'll bring him to even again. 30 for 10 on the Invoker, as well as Enigma is 27 for 17. So last hit's very even, but that kill from Invoker will well, put the lane a bit more, put the gold at least a bit more in his court. As the Storm Spirit came down. Invoker Sunstrike helping out, and he is gonna go down. One last hit. Storm Spirit getting his first kill of the game. Pops his bottle, and he's gonna go towards that, well, towards the base, to regen all his mana. As Crystal Maiden managed to get a kill on the Shadow Demon, who was totally caught out. Was actually 3 for 2. So the rest wasn't really there. Venomancer was there, but then again, Crystal Maiden getting the last hit probably was a Fisher to help out with that too. And yeah, it's fairly even, trading blow for blow, or kill for kill rather. Let's take a quick look at the gold graph. It is in favor of mTw, not very surprising, as Sand King has been able to almost get free farm here with Lone Druid barely picking up any. 10 for 3 right now, as Sand King is 27 for 8. Let's see how this middle lane is doing in the meantime. 36 for 7 versus 23 for 6. So Windrunner is also, I mean, Storm Spirit is also winning this lane, as in mTw having the advantage once again. Let's see if they want to go for something like this, or if I should switch to the bottom lane, where there's going to be a disruption on the Windrunner. Soulcatcher is on there too. There's a slow. There's a vortex. Sunstrike is not going to hit, but does it need to hit? No, it doesn't. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Storm Spirit getting the kill. Easy job. Even though the Sunstrike was bitten in the wrong way, the vortex was there to pull her out of harm's way for that one. But doesn't matter anymore, as we have a rotating Shadow Demon and Storm Spirit going towards the top lane, and they're gonna go try 4 versus 3. See if they can get the better of that. I mean, Crystal Maiden and Earthshaker still level 3, and a level 4 on the Lone Druid, so that experience is looking very, very well, not in favor of SWIC. Almost 4K difference right now. And it is a big difference with the level, especially when you have a level 8 Storm Spirit wanting to take your kills. And they're not getting any experience right now. Or are they? No, they're not. Storm Spirit had enough though, he's backing off. In the meantime, Invoker managed to get a kill on the Enigma, where Storm Spirit instead went to at least secure a kill for him, and Invoker going down, sorry, Enigma going down for the second time. And that was actually the second kill for Invoker, as he almost also managed to kill off the Crystal Maiden earlier. So 2 for 0 now for Synderen, who's not left his lane yet once. And has been having global presence, power of Sunstrike. Look at these, they're just standing still, they can't really do anything. I would almost suggest for them to go to the bottom lane, because they're not going to be able to do anything here anyway. And bottom lane they might be able to accomplish something. Gale going through the lone druid. Is he going to be in time though? We have an Nova, just a defensive one, to make sure that nobody is chasing this. And Invoker once again getting a kill on the Windrunner, this time on the bottom lane. This time it was probably in the middle. Yes, she died right here. Due to a Sunstrike once again, as we have a dive going on the top lane. They're looking for harbor in the forest though. Shadow Demon still standing there. We're gonna drop quickly towards the bottom lane where Enigma is looking to try some offensive stuff. Has got 6 Eidolons. Gonna just clear up the creep wave, maybe try to push the tower a bit. And we're going back to the top lane because this is like really something waiting to happen. I mean, mTw wants to go for this, but they don't really want to dive the tower that much. Oh, and we have a Malefice going on off on the Invoker, but he has got a Force Staff, and there's a TP coming out from the Shadow Demon, who is gonna try to do something, but it won't be in time. Even though Storm Spirit might actually go in there, Ball Lightning and do a Vortex, but I don't think he has the mana to do both. No, he doesn't. Does have a bottle though, Illusion Rune if he wants to. But TP forced out from Shadow Demon, maybe that was exactly what Enigma was hoping for, forcing a TP onto that bottom lane to get a bit more momentum on his top lane, where the rest of his team is not able to farm or do anything worth mentioning, really. Gold grab steadily looking in favor of mTw, though it has been even for a while. I mean, they haven't had kills. Well, they have had kills, but they haven't really been able to farm here on this top lane, as it was constantly waiting for a gank to go off. And Enigma has been able to farm. He's now 47 for 18. Still behind Invoker, 59 for 19, but then again, not doing a bad job, 1 versus 1 with Enigma. As the tower on that side also, look at the damage the Eidolons do, is so much. And the tower here is almost to full health, is actually full health, so no harm there. And it's gonna be fake Storm Spirits trying to scare off SWIC. Maybe they're gonna go back into the forest, at least Crystal Maiden is gonna go there. Because they think that this is the real one, or they probably do. Now they don't anymore. Now they don't anymore. We have a sentry ward already down for Sharvik, just so that he's not able to get ganked. So the bear gets cheesed down. Actually the hero gets cheesed down too, I mean he's there too. And so far it's been, well, there's been some ganking as we have a disruption also going off on the Enigma once again, but he's gonna be able to back off. Not enough damage to follow up, and it doesn't really look like they wanted to follow this up. Just clear up the lane so that Synderen can farm even more than he has been so far. And if we take a look at the gold per minute, I mean, we see Earthshaker at 78 gold per minute. I believe that is just the money that he gets from, well, he has 1 assist, but he has 0 last hits and not able to do anything. So this is just the money he gets from not doing anything. It's quite painful. And we have a smoke up. Let's see where they're gonna go. We have a Burst Strike and a Gale. There we go, everything going up. Sunstrike will finish the job. Synderen getting another kill there. It's an easy kill for him, just catching out that one. And good communication, and also that it's Enigma going down. Double kill for Synderen. Synderen getting double kill from 2 locations all over the map. That is just, I mean, if you're doing a Sunstrike somewhere, that's of course you have to look at where to do the Sunstrike, communicate and stuff. But still, you're able to do a Sunstrike, and you lose your own focus on your own lane for a second, but it doesn't look like Synderen had some issues with that, as we see another kill off for mTw, this time on the lone druid, who was overextending, being all the way here when he was all by himself, and knowing that there were at least 2 heroes missing from the map. And also ganking, so
bottom tower is under attack.
a bit too aggressive, or a bit too, well, overconfident play from from the lone druid, thinking he might be able to stay alive, but that burst strike is just level 4 right now, and he's level 8. And with the levels up on the Radiant right now, the only one also level 8 is an Enigma and a Windrunner. And you also have 2 level 11s on mTw on an Invoker and a Storm Spirit, so those differences are really major, and that's gonna really hurt as soon as it's gonna turn into a multiple fight, as in more than one-on-one. Enigma's gonna take Malefice, but is not taking enough damage to do anything. He's actually now only now switching to Quast to get some of his health back. So he used his Wax to try to run away earlier. He's soon gonna be picked up by the Storm Spirit. And Sand King already able to pick up a Blink Dagger, so having great farm for him. 62 for 12 on last hits on a lane where the Lone Druid was just not able to get anything done. 33 for 3 right now, but still has able to pick up some of his farm, but mostly because he has been going into the jungle. So these creeps have been jungle creeps as well, of the number that he has. Sand King is gonna try for a gank on the Storm Spirit, but he saw it, the ping, so he's backing off as we have a disruption going off on himself from the Shadow Demon, and he's gonna drop here now. Sunstrike is still gonna go off though. Venomans are taking a kill on the Earthshaker in the meantime, and Sand King killing off. They're getting a double kill, killing off the Lone Druid and what was it earlier? I believe it was the Windrunner. No, Storm Spirit picking up the Windrunner rather. Oh, an Invoker getting a kill on the Enigma, going down every kill. I mean, was on the run, used his Force Staff, but his Force Spirit managed to get a kill on the Invoker, and that's so many kills in a short period of time in favor of mTw. I believe they had a 5 versus 1 now, as only Shadow Demon was the one to die there. And everybody of mTw died. It was actually the first time Earthshaker died also. But then again, he's level 5 versus a level now 12 Invoker and Storm Spirit. And of course, with a Sand King level 10, this is just such a hard thing to deal with. Look at those graphs. I mean, experience spiking up, gold spiking up. There's really not a lot that SWYC can do right now. They don't have a hard carry that you can rely on later game. They really have to get it from the kills and from the pushing power from Enigma right now, and of course the pushing power from Lone Druid, because Lone Druid, he could turn into a carry like that. I mean, he's saving up for his Radiance, had 1700 gold, but so far he's only died 3 times and his farm hasn't been what he was hoping it would be with the tri-lane there. The Demonic Purge going off on the Windrunner. Sunstrike going down there too. Vortex is not even needed. The Shadow Demon takes the last hit with his Shadow Poison most likely, or with the Demonic Purge doing also damage. And the Storm Spirit just shooting one hit to get a kill on that tower, get some extra gold for him. In the meantime, tower on the top lane has been pushed on SWIC's side. Ooh, Sand King Blink Daggered in. It's probably gonna burst like Enigma when he sees him. No, he's gonna back off. He's gonna be content farming. There's level 3 of Caustic Finale too, so he'll be able to farm quite safely. Malefice going down, but it won't really help all that much unless it stopped him from farming those Eidolons that he wanted to. We have Enigma here too though, or at least Invoker here too. He's gonna go down here, or at least Enigma is. There we go, Invoker taking the last hit. And there was really nothing he can do. Sharvik coming in now, but it's still a 2 versus 1, and there is mana for Blink Strike, for Burst Strike again. And he really has to back off and be very careful what he does here, because he is level 8, and he will be up versus level 12 and a level 11. That's just something that you don't want to be up against as a Windrunner, even though you do have level 1 Windrun. But that again is level 1, so it's only for 2.5 seconds, or well, 2.75 seconds. Power shot going through, finishing off one creep. Not harassing that much. 4 Spirits being popped, and there's the Venomancer 2, level 9 support. As he's gonna play some words to push off this lane, and it looks like mTw wants to go for this tier 2 tower, sorry, tier 1 tower rather. Teleport's going off though. We might see a good black hole from Enigma. I mean, they can take the team fight with that, but would they have enough damage to go through with that? There we go, Fisher going through Windrunner, making sure that the kill gets picked up, even though Burst Strike is there, Blink Dagger there too. And Enigma gonna go down here, and Invoker taking that kill, and Sand King killed off the Earthshaker earlier. As Windrunner is gonna be able to back off after that nice kill that she got from the Storm Spirit. And mTw not being distracted from their path, even though Storm Spirit is gone. They're gonna go for this tier 2 tower, and it's 18 to 4 for kills. They have this luxury, they have the advantage, they know that they do, so they can just stand here. I mean, a Crystal Maiden and a Windrunner is not gonna stop them from pushing in here. It definitely isn't.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
As we have a lone druid farming on the top lane. He needs to be here though. If you're wondering why is he here and not
Dire's
trying to
bottom
defend the
tower
tower or
has
trying to help his
fallen.
team, he need this farm. This is their chance. This is their way out. This is their ticket to victory, and he just needs to get his farm up before mTw is able to get too much gold advantage to be able to that they are not able to come back from it. As soon as he gets his radiance up, this bear will be able to farm so much. I'm not sure if we'll be able to stop a 15k advantage, but they will definitely try as the burst strike hits on both of them. And he's just gonna try to run away. And there's a Storm Spirit too, there's a Vortex, he is gonna drop here at last, it goes to the Storm Spirit. Easy pickup for mTw with the burst strike and Vortex there. Just so many disables also on mTw's team. I mean, like I said, burst strike, Vortex, and then you have the disruption, you have the slow, can't really count as disable, but still a 50% slow, worth mentioning definitely. And the cold snap from the Invoker. I mean, not that the Dire don't have that much disables, but it's just very hard to get away from them once you get ganked. And just to name all the ones up from SCW too, I mean, they have a Frostbite, they have a Shackle Shot, Fissure is there, Malefice, and of course Entangling Claws of the Lone Druid. But even though they have that stun and disable advantage kinda, they're not able to take any heroes out now. They don't have the damage for it, they don't have the levels for it. I mean, that experience difference is just creeping up and continuously going up as mTw is, well, after taking towers, they're going back to farming again, not pushing forward like some teams might and then losing out on experience and gold. No, they're taking their gold and then backing off and going for that experience. And SWIC is in a tough position with that. As we see Enigma building towards his mechanism, I hope he has it for him, I hope he has it up soon, but he still needs quite a bit. Malefice going off on the Invoker, who is here not by himself, as Shadow Demon is gonna put a Demonic Purge up, and there's a Black Hole catching only the Invoker though. Is there gonna be enough damage to kill him off? Yes, there will be. Windrunner taking the last hit. Crystal Maiden is gonna take a fall for that though, as is Earthshaker. As Storm Spirit takes a double kill for that one, is now chasing the Enigma and stuck in the forest. He's gonna take a triple kill for that. And that is gonna be the opening for mTw to push into this tower. I mean, they lost the Invoker, but they can still push this in. It's not a lot of mana on the Storm Spirit though, but if they wanted to, they could. Sand King in the meantime in the middle lane, able to catch a kill on the Lone Druid. Shackle Shot doesn't latch on the Sand King. Power Shot still going through, but also doesn't hit. As Windrunner is not able to defend that one, and the rest of mTw on the bottom lane is gonna back off now too. As since it's of course fairly early game still. The death timers of everybody are very short, so they're not that for that long, especially not if you're level 7 Earthshaker. It looks like they will settle for this last tier 2 tower that's on the map for SWIC. SWIC who's not been able to take any towers yet, that's what I said, they are missing that pushing power.
Middle tower is under attack.
And yeah, well, they're needing the pushing power, because taking towers, I mean, gets you gold, and that gold is definitely what they need. Look at that. Going towards a 20k in favor. Shackle Shot doesn't last once again, as SWIC is a bit at a loss what they can accomplish here. They have the Black Hole on cooldown, they have the Echo Slam there, but then again, yeah. He has to be able to stay alive long enough to actually do that. And mTw being ahead, being in favor, they're gonna take the Roshan to stay in favor. And the only thing that SWIC can do is really hope that this Lone Druid is gonna get enough farm. I mean, he did get killed off while he had quite a bit of gold. Seems to be on the same level once again now, but he's gonna be having trouble getting that gold, or at least yeah, getting that gold in time to be able to do anything with that. As we have Windrunner trying to take the Aegis from him, but she was a bit too early with jumping in there. Even jumping one at a time, Windrunner going down there, and Sand King picking up the Aegis. Or did Windrunner actually pick up the Aegis? No, Storm Spirit picked up the Aegis, never mind. So Sand King having that kill on the Windrunner. Windrunner is, I mean, you can't blame her for trying. I mean, okay, she was definitely gonna die, but if you're gonna have a chance at not letting mTw have an Aegis, then you're gonna take it, as Crystal Maiden is gonna take a fall here. Last hit goes to the Venomance actually. Kebab picking up a kill, a second kill of the game so far in this game that's been heavily in favor of mTw, and as the tier 3 tower is getting pushed, and Enigma does not know where to go, has not got a Black Hole for another 15 seconds. And Earthshaker, he can't really walk in there and do Echo Slam. Like I said, he just doesn't have the freedom. He will be dead before he knows it. As Epicenter going through from Fancy, blinks in, gets a kill on the Windrunner. It's gonna take a Malefice, but that's not gonna do anything anymore as Enigma gets picked off by the Invoker. And we have a Vortex going off on the Lone Druid who is gonna get picked off here too. Echo Slam still going on, but look at how fast Earthshaker went down. Invoker taking that kill. And that was a 5-on-0 kill as the Crystal Main is so low level, so was already back up again and gets killed off once more. And the GG is called. So mTw taking this win in a super convincing game versus SWYC, who is disconnected instantly. We're only waiting for Crystal Maiden to still disconnect. There we go. Barracks are gonna go down, and Crystal Main disconnected too. So we'll see this one explode soon. So you can check out the goldcraft. Wow, the items a bit more. Look at that Lone Druid picking up all braces before he died. Before he disconnected. Mech not completed on Enigma. I mean, farm was so heavily shut down on all their heroes, and the trialing for them just not working out at all. As mTw still wants to get some kills. Monster kill from the Sand King. And now the throne explodes, so no more kills for mTw again. As well, as this was a game for StarSeries, mTw taking the win, the best out of one, so no more games between these two teams for StarSeries, I believe. And well, thank you for watching. My name is Sheever. You can check out my YouTube channel on SheeverGaming. I also have a website, SheeverGaming.com, so go check out that one also if you haven't already. And even if you have already, you should check it again, because it's fun and there's new stuff on there, I think. Maybe. Check it out anyway.